Hey guys, welcome back to the Tiny Camper Gang channel. On this trip, we decided to do an impromptu trip down to the Smoky Mountains. This trip came out of nowhere because we originally thought we were done for the season. But we looked at the forecast and it wasn't going to be freezing, so we figured, what the heck, let's go to the Smoky Mountains, we'll unwinterize when we get there, and then re-winterize before we come back. In true Tiny Camper Gang fashion, it was raining the entire time we were there. It's like every time we go camping, we get into rain no matter what part of the United States we're at. But we decided to make the best of it, like we always do. Stay tuned for the trip. So this is the first trip that we had an official guest. My cousin Joshua came all the way from North Carolina and met us down at the Smokies. Having a guest sleep inside the tiny camper wasn't all that bad.
Where? Oh yeah.
So even though it was raining, you could see there was a ton of people still walking around. We decided to check out a couple of little shops. They had some fudge, some t-shirts. Pretty cool little place. We enjoyed it.
Oh, it smells so good. It smells delicious.
Yeah, bro. It smells so good here, man.
Hello.
Since the rain was picking up, we decided to check out a place called Ripleys, believe it or not. It was indoors, it had 3 floors, different activities in each floor. There's a ton of artsy little things to do in there. We had a lot of fun.
Yeah, these are crazy.
So what do you think so far, guys?
Awesome over here, man. Best experience of my life.
Great little impromptu trip.
Not amused.
It's like leaking around.
It's cold and wet.
So inside we got to take a whole bunch of pictures together and enjoy our time. It was cool little things that we got to check out, a lot of little activities. Sometimes the best trips are the ones that are the unplanned. We made a decision to go to the Smokies at around 7 o'clock at night on a Friday. We drove all night and we got there around 4 o'clock in the morning. We stayed at a Cracker Barrel and then checked into our site the very next morning. But it was totally unplanned, just out of the blue. And yet we still managed to have a great weekend. So try not to get hung up on making these grand plans and packing everything you can and making a list and all that stuff. Sometimes you just gotta get inside of your rig and just go. For lunch, we decided to stop at a place called Dick's, where the waiter or waitress decides to treat you very mean. It was fun. We got a few laughs, had a nice beer, and filled up our stomachs. I don't know if we'll go back again, but it was a fun experience, and we did get to keep those cups. So after lunch, we decided to go back to that Fudge place to get some dessert. I mean, we couldn't resist. The Fudge was absolutely amazing, and we definitely will be going back there when we go back to the Smokies. So we also decided to get some Taffy. We had heard about the Taffy over here, and, well, the rumors are true. They have amazing Taffy there. Real old-fashioned place, but it tasted fantastic. So here's the campsite that we stayed at. It was around $45 for the night. We stayed there for one night. The name of the campground was Little Arrow in Townsend. So I wanted to make sure I got some footage of the actual campground this time. So here it is.
So this was our campground for the little weekend getaway that we did. There's Raph with Maple. And we have a new addition to the Tiny Camper Gang.
Tiny camper gang, yo.
Tiny Camper Gang.
Tiny camper gang.
With his beautiful Jeep Patriot.
My baby.
So this was our setup. We had full hookups. Beautiful sight, beautiful sight. Smoky Mountains right behind us. Definitely gorgeous. We gotta get the little family crest. There's his. Then if you go around here, see mine or ours. They were kind of close sights, but hey, you know what? Can't complain. And here's mine. Family's all in the Jeep, ready to go. Ready to go. Until the next episode of the Tiny Camper Gang.
So once we got back from the trip, I had ordered some recliner couches. We were tired of the dinette and the awkward angle you had to sit at when you were talking and having a beer. So I figured this would be a good upgrade for our tiny camper.
Alright, so the first thing we'll have to do is remove this old dinette.
You didn't leave a gate open, did you?
No. Tools we'll be using, just the impact drill and your basic standard kit. So, let's get to that. Alright, this is what we're left with. Man, look how much space there is in here now, huh? You wanna stand? That could be the dance floor. We just leave it as a dance floor.
I don't feel like stable.
Yeah, of course it is. It's a dance floor. Alright, here it is. Yep. Just got a little light. Power extend. Goes all the way back. That's it. It is completed. be able to go camping as much, but might as well do something to it. They cut myself pretty good. These blood, sweat, and tears have gone into this camper so far.